The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
At the 31-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley, 30 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers. First down as the tackle made at about the 38. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce. A good move. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert going to change the play here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Herbert. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now he's free at the 35. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd and 5. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Side, Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Here's Pierce. Will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
That was terrible, awful, seriously, just disgraceful. Could be worse, but I feel like...
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos had 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, but big guys leading the way.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. 2nd and 6. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who call a lot of passing plays.
36 power.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Still going. And some room to work. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11 at the 41. Herbert now. And this is caught by Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Pierce with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
That's into the hands of Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Elijah Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Some strong running at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. that's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to roam now. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. To throw is Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game.
and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert going to change the look. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Justin Herbert is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him mix.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
First down, Chargers.
They go again with Pierce. Broken tackle. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, L.A. Dameon Pierce, 67 yards. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Chargers 42. Broncos 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Dances, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Another carry for Pierce. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hand off left side. Pierce able to power through. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run here with Pierce. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49. Broncos 42.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. second down. Here's Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
On gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down. Now Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert. That's complete to Pierce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing, Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. How about the call to cover the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls... just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They snap it to Herbert. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Oh, some strong running. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness